Indie Pod Daily Show. I'm your host, Super Joe Pardo, and today is Motivational Monday, and I have a lot to say, not just about motivation, what we're going to talk about on Motivational Monday, which is leading with love, but I have a lot to say. If you missed the announcements over on Saturday at where we had talked about like what's going on with Icon 6 and all these things, like these different things. So I'm going to talk to you about all of that. But first off, I got to tell you that this episode is brought to you by Indie Pod University, which is where you can get over 100 hours of podcasting resource videos from past MapCon and Icon events, as well as like social media, SEO talks, like, oh, there's tons of stuff. And I'm adding stuff daily. Like, in fact, what you're watching right now is going right into the library over at indiepoduniversity.com. Go check it out today, and you can get yourself a 7-day free trial when you sign up. All right, so let me get some announcements out of the way first. If you didn't see, Icon 6 is now live from the backyard. It has been moved to September 12th. There will only be 50 tickets available for in-person, but there will be an unlimited amount of tickets available for live streaming. Those tickets aren't available yet. I expect to have them ready for sale by the end of this week, and I do expect that to sell out of the live tickets. At least I do. I'm pretty confident that they will. If it's any indication, the amount of people that have told me that they want to come and they want to be in person live, we're getting a tent, we're getting a porta potty, we're doing the whole thing. We'll have hand sanitizer on, out the wazoo. Like it enables us to be able to social distance even in September, and it's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a different and fun event for sure. If you can't make it or aren't able to make it for whatever the reason, or it sells out and you can't be here, you're definitely going to want to get the live stream because you're not going to want to miss the awesomeness that's going to take place here. The other thing is the next like big real event is going to take place September 9th to the 11th, 2021. So basically Icon 6 has been postponed till then, where we'll host it at the Holiday Inn just outside of Philadelphia. So you definitely want to check that out. And then the other announcement is our next virtual conference. It's Monetize Your Podcast. The date is June 27th. Speaker submissions are available right now. If you go to indiepodcasters.com/virtual, you can click on the apply button. And we have many, many sponsors. I actually just got done updating all of the sponsor kit with all the updated numbers and things because you guys have been doing such a great job in helping me spread the love and hit that share button and garner a butt ton of likes and a butt ton of comments and a butt ton of views for these events. So I greatly appreciate that. It's been an incredible journey here since September when we changed the name over to Indie PodCon. And so yeah, I going right into that, when we were at MapCon 5, I did a talk where I talked about how I ran MapCon, Mid-Atlantic Podcast Conference, which is what this was called before Indie PodCon, in case you're new to the Stacey says she's looking forward to Indie PodCon. I am too, Stacey. I am too. And yeah, so I talked about it in my talk at the end, talking about how I didn't feel like I took the MapCon thing seriously enough for across the entirety of the year. I took it very serious for about 3-4 months out of the year, and the rest of the year it mostly laid dormant. And meanwhile, people still loved it. It grew year over year. It was awesome. Like we've had great unforgettable times together. But I wanted to lead with myself and lead with the fact that like this Motivational Monday is called, like, lead with love. I really feel passionate about the fact that, podcasters, we're leaders, right? We're the leaders of our communities, whether we necessarily want to be or not. And in part of doing so, and part of leading, we really need to check ourselves and say, are we leading from a place of love and care about the people that are taking the time to invest in themselves, into us, and what we do, right? So a small example of that is like, hey, if you're getting a bunch of comments on your posts, if you're getting a bunch of comments, on your live streams or your podcasts or your reviews or whatever, are you taking the time to not only read them and curate them and give them feedback to the people, thank yous and interactions and things of that nature? Like, if you're not taking that time, if you're just like, I put out a post and like, 100 people are going to message, right back to it, like, that's awesome, but like, you really need to take the time to lead, to be a leader, and to lead with love. And I'll give an example of the story of Oprah, for anyone who doesn't know. Like, at the end of her shows, like, she'd stand there and like shake the hands of every single person that took the time out of their day to come and be a part of her audience. Like, how incredible, how much backbreaking, just like, you've already been working all day and now you're just standing there shaking hands, thanking people. Like, that to me is leading with love. And I think that you should take a second, a couple minutes, and think about what you're doing, how you're leading your communities, and if you can lead them with love. So that's Motivational Monday for you. I look forward to tomorrow. Is Tech Tuesday. I don't actually have a piece of I will. I think I'll probably talk about a microphone tomorrow. We've talked about a microphone and a headphone. I got a couple other microphones I want to talk about and bring up and give some feedback and reviews on for all of you to think about. I got some mixers here, so I got some things. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to talk about for tomorrow, but we'll come back. We'll probably have a microphone for you to chew on tomorrow. And then with Wisdom Wednesday coming up, we have I'm trying to think of who the guest is. The guest is Nick G. Nick G is supposed to be in the house, and we are going to talk podcasting. We're going to talk business. We're going to talk about transitioning, learning a craft through storytelling, and using podcasting skills to drive your business. And it also says, or whatever you like, Joe. Well, what I like is I like talking about storytelling. I like talking about using it to, using podcasting to drive your business, and even just the skill sets that you develop for driving your business. And if you don't know, tonight I do a show with Jennifer Crawford from DC Podfest and Samantha Riley, who's both of them are icons in our community. And I do a show every single Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Tuesday at 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Time with both of them, called Business Geeks. So if you haven't checked that out, go to facebook.com/Business Geeks Podcast. I think it's business. I think that's the right rank. Maybe it's not. I think it's Business Geeks Podcast. It's probably, I don't think it's just Business Geeks. Yeah, Business Geeks Podcast. I do a show with them every single Monday. It's a lot of fun. You should totally go check it out. We'll be live streaming. I think this night we're talking about, we went way off topic last time, actually, because I forget who got, I think Brent Basham in our community here, he got us all topics. Is your idea of tonight's topic is your idea actually awesome, or do you just think it is? So we're gonna talk about some ideas that we've had, some failures that we've had. Hey, how we doing, Augustus? So we're gonna break down that and go through it. I'm looking forward to it. Join us tonight, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will see you all tomorrow for Tech Tuesday. Have a great night.